Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF NXT. Mike. Hi everyone, and welcome everyone to Stand Up. Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF NXT. Mike today, here with Superman or Overman, also known as Kent Clark, and Booker T. And today on NXT, we're going to see the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings on stake when Bayley takes on Io Shirai here today on NXT, Mike today says. You got that right, Superman says. And I'm Superman. I don't know who this Kent Clark fellow is. Alright, you want to play it that way, Overman. You can say you don't know who Kent Clark is. You know. Alright, have it your way. But we are going to have a good show here today on NXT. I can tell you that, Mike, today. Yeah, I don't need some over-good doer who, Booker T said that can fly, has overman strength, can see through walls, and apparently, and the only way that he can keep his over-good doer self separate from his everyday self that he plays, the only way that you do it, Kent, is that you put your glasses on when you're working at the daily world. But when you become Overman, you take those glasses off. Man, how did anyone not know that you needed to wear glasses? Were they truly eyeglasses or reading glasses? Hey, mind your own business. At least I mind my own business. At least I was seeking to hide my over-good doer self from my other self. Oh, so you are Kent Clark, Booker T says. Hey, Mike today said, we're not here today to talk about how Kent Clark, Superman, Overman hide his over-good doer self from his true self in every day. We're here to talk about Io Shirai fighting Bayley. That's what we're here to talk about today, Mike today says. Well, it looks like Io Shirai has already gotten in the ring, and like most dolls, does not know how to stand up, Mike today said. And I already fell down 2-3 times already, Mike today said, and you fell down once. Superman or Overman? Yes, I did. And you would think that Mattel would start making stands. You would think that Hasbro and Playmates would make stands, that Jakks would make stands, that, Marvel Toys and Bandai would make stands, McFarlane Toys would make stands. But sadly, they do not, Superman says, or Overman says. They don't, Booker T says. Alright, Io Shirai or Io Sky, whatever you want to call yourself, I don't care. Same wrestler, same fighter, same overstar. Today, all of your wounded-led friends are forbidden to be around the ringside. That goes for Dakota Kai, Angelina Love, Io Shirai, and also goes for Angelina Love, Dakota Kai, Angelina Love, Kairi Singh, Asuka, and then anyone else you happen to bring into the wounded lead that I don't know about. I don't really care, Astronema. You can forbid my wounded lead sisters from being around ringside. But I will still be the TWF Women's Heavyweight Fighter after this fight is over. Wow. Good luck with that then. Well, we heard from Astronema, the overseer of leadership of the TWF, which was a rank that TNAW had started in the past, did away with, and then brought back, Mike today says. Yeah, and I think that we now have a bye now, because I believe once again the fight overling that we had yesterday, that we got back, now it seems he's missing again, so now it seems that someone has to fill in again, Mike today said. How did that happen, Superman says. How did that happen? I mean, I got a lot of might in craft, but I'm not all knowing. So I don't know how that happened. Yeah, fuck. Well, looks like someone's going to have to fill in. And, someone's going to have to, someone's going to have to fill in again. Shit! Oh, Jordan said. I'm sorry, Jordan says. Sorry, Bob Walk said. You almost hit me and knocked me over. You hit me, knocked me over too. Kilted on Ashley Williams. Alright, Ashley Williams now is going to have to fill in for the Fight Lord here today because we don't know where he's at. And he can't stand up. Alright, this is for the TWF Women's Heavyweight Winnings. First, she is Bayley. And she is the TWF Women's Heavyweight Fighter, Io Shirai. Well, Io Shirai, or Io Sky, whatever you want to call her, is the TWF Women's Heavyweight Fighter. And she picked up, Bayley and body slammed her. And I get hair away from my eyes and my mouth. Well, anyway, just body slammed her. Io Shirai, or Io Sky. A drop kick from the ring steeple, Mike today says. I tell you one thing right now, Overman says. I tell you one thing, Kent Clark said. I have fought many foes, many followers of the 4-1 Bonds of Evil, as being a follower of the 4-1 Bonds of Good, or the team, or the right team of Vinland arm of the 4-1 Bonds of Good. But I think even Io Shirai is giving Bayley some of a bind right now. Superman says, come on, don't say that. Booker T said, no one gives you a hard time. You can fly, you have Overman strength, you can see through walls. So I don't want to hear about how any of your followers of 4-1 Bonds of Evil gave you a bind. What do you know about being in a bind, Kent Clark, or Superman or Overman? And now Io Shirai knocked down Bayley again. She thinks she's going to do that top steeple thing. But Bayley got her. Bayley to belly, Mike today says. Booker T, we didn't have any time to be fighting with Superman or Kent Clark or Overman or whatever he wants to call himself. Booker T said, yeah, the rose plant, the rose bear, whatever you want to call that. Bayley's going to beat Io Shirai or Io Sky here today on NXT, Mike today says. Yeah, if Ashley Williams can bend down to reckon to 1, 2, 3, Booker T said. He's not the everyday fight keeper, Booker T says. Hey, give him a break, Superman says. Yeah, Mike today said, come on. Okay, I'll get it. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner. And the new TWF. Here are your winner. And the new TWF Women's Heavyweight Fighter, Bayley. And Bayley is now the TWF Women's Heavyweight Fighter here today by beating Io Shirai, or Io Sky, here today on NXT, Mike today says. And no one from the Wounded Lead, Superman, Booker T, had anything to do with it. I tell you right now, Superman says, Bayley, she's lucky. I take my cap off or hat off to her if I had one, because I don't know if she would have beat Io Shirai. I don't know if she would have beat Io Shirai if Dakota Kai and Angelina Love and Kairi Singh and Asuka were around there. I think it would have been a little more harder for her to win it. But at the end of the day, I do believe she did win it. So I will, give her that. I'm right now having a hard time seeking out the strap. Fuck. I'm not going to tell you right thing right now, Booker T says. It's that some folks might think, but I think it was completely, fully unfair. Like I truly think, that it was unfair. That Stronema, or Corone, or whatever you want to call her, had the Wounded Lead forbid to be around ringside. I think that Io Shirai could have had Angelina Love, Dakota Kai and Angelina Love, and Kairi Singh and Asuka with her. What? For what, Mike Today says. So what? So she could have cheated? So she could have cheated? That's why? And you're angry that she didn't get the seat to cheat to keep the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings? Mike Today says. Yeah, I believe that was the ground, Superman says, or Overman says. You're just angry, Booker T. You're only angry that Bayley beat Io Shirai and kept the TWF won the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings for the first time. That's all you're irked over. Booker T. That's all you're irked. That's all you're irked over. Booker T. Superman says, or Overman says. Alright, Mike Today says. You got nothing to say about that, do you, Booker T? No, what do I got to say about it? Alright, Mike Today says, we'll take it over to Gorilla Monsoon, who now is standing by with Bayley. Thank you, Mike Today. I'm going to be talking with Bayley here today on NXT. Alright, shit. Alright, Bayley. You beat Io Shirai, or Io Sky, and you are now the TWF Women's Heavyweight Fighter. Oh yeah, I'm a 2-time WWE Women's Heavyweight Fighter and a 1-time TWF Women's Heavyweight Fighter, Gorilla Monsoon. I knew that I could beat Io Shirai or Io Sky, whatever you want to call her. I know I could beat her. And now I'm the TWF Women's Heavyweight Fighter. And so I got even with the Wounded Lead for kicking me out, for lying to me all those months and thinking that they were my friends. But no, Dakota Kai and Angelina Love and Io Shirai and Kairi Singh and Asuka, they were never my friends. See, I made a mistake of shifting heel in 2009 between this YL, thinking it'd be cool to be heel. But at the end of the day, it didn't really work out. Well, I can see, Bayley, you are starting to atone for everything you said or did wrong since 2009 between FYL, both in WWE but also in the TWF. Yes, I am, Gorilla Monsoon. I am atoning for everything I did wrong when I was with Sasha Banks when I first shifted heel, when I started up the Wounded Lead, both in WWE and the TWF. In 2022 YL. And at this time, I got even. So now, Io Shirai or Io Sky, whatever you want to call her, she's now a loser. And yes, Kairi Singh and Asuka can still be the TWF and WWE Women's Tag Team Fighters. Great. But I just took one win away from a Wounded Lead. I'm yielding for other folks to do the rest. Alright, that's my talk with Bailey. Back to you, Mike, today. Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon, for talking with Bailey here today on NXT. And that's all the time we got here for NXT. I, Mike Today, Superman, or Overman, and Booker T. We hope you like NXT, and we'll see you tomorrow for Dynamite or Might.